Creativity is a muscle you have to train. And because one of my resolutions for this year is to create more than I consume, I challenged myself to sketch every day for the next 30 days. So here's my recap after 1 week. The first thing that was really important for me was not to buy a new pretty notebook for the sketches, but to use an old random one. So I used this. And that was very intentional because I didn't want to have something that I didn't dare sketching into. When something seems too precious to us, the brain switches into performance mode. This challenge really isn't about performing well or doing the best sketches. It's about unlearning these patterns and just being creative and letting loose. Creativity doesn't work when you feel judged, at least for me, even when I'm judging myself. So I have this notebook for at home and I have a small one for on the go. So it makes it really accessible and easy for me to do the practice every day. 6 out of 7 days I did my sketching in the morning. I would wake up, do my skincare, make myself a coffee, light a candle, and with a blanket sit on a couch and do the sketching. And that made it really nice, and like romanticizing it made it even easier for me to commit to it. And it's kind of a meditational practice as well. Also, doing it in the morning works better for me than at night. In the morning, my mind feels more like a clean slate and I'm not overstimulated from the day. So I can really breathe while sketching and I don't feel boxed or caged by my thoughts. So I sketched every day for 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes even more. And it's so crazy to me because I've been putting off sketching and developing fashion designs for months. I really thought I need a perfect moment, I need a few hours, I need a perfect setup, I need a new notebook, but I didn't. And now I just did a little bit every day and I accomplished so much more by not putting it off. And it really shows that it's about consistency and that baby steps really add up. And that's also something that neuroscientists talk about. It's that the brain changes through repetition and not intensity. And those small daily habits build bigger creative pathways than one big session once in a while. Obviously, I also had a lot of moments where I really didn't like my sketches and it felt like rejection and like I failed. But also through these few days, I realized that that's such an important feeling to have and sit through, because it's not rejection. I could just turn the page and do another one. It would be a failure if I gave up on myself, and I didn't. And that felt like an accomplishment in itself. And in terms of results or output, I really developed some good ideas. I think 2 to 3 designs I will definitely develop further, and that was really purely through doing it every day. Also at the moment I'm researching a lot of other artists and interesting topics, and that gives me so much